Namaste. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to speak in this lecture series of Northeast Science Movement. Today, I will talk about nano-biopolymer composite, a new age hybrid material. One of the landmarks of man's civilization is the increasing use of materials. So much so that we divide our historic ages into three main ages: Stone Age, Bronze Age, and Iron Age. Man is dependent on material for fulfilling its needs. To fulfill its basic needs like kapda or clothing or makan, housing, man depends on materials. As humanity progress, we also progress from Stone Age to Iron Age to the present Polymer Age. Some people say we are living in Polymer Age, and I completely agree that we are certainly living in a polymer. So, what is a polymer? Polymer is a material consisting of large molecules, which you can also say as macromolecules, composed of repeated subunits. We now use staggering amount of polymer in our daily life. The annual production of synthetic polymer is more than 400 million tons. And plastic is one of the polymer which we all have become dependent. It has revolutionized the packaging sector in a big way. It has also become part of our life and lifestyle. Because of this biodegradability problem of the plastic, Government of India decided to ban this single-use plastic last year, but we were not able to remove its use as we were dependent on it. Plastic have made availability of things easier for us. Now we have in market plastic pouches selling variety of essential items like milk, shampoo, cosmetic products, toothpaste, etc. at affordable prices to our rural population. But unfortunately, it also have negatively impacted our rivers, ocean, wildlife, and humans. The main problem with plastic is that they don't undergo decay, that is, they are not biodegradable. However, this material can break down into smaller form like microplastic, and this microplastic contaminates air, water, and land. So when animals and sea creatures ingest these microplastic, they move up the food chain, and thus this microplastic will inevitably end up in our human gut. So eventually, what we need to do is to go back to our primitive time when our forefather used to use natural polymers. But natural polymers have issues like it has processability issues, scalability issue, and most importantly, the inferior properties which inhibit their use in various applications. So the solution can be provided by new class of hybrid material, that is nano-bio-polymer composites. So let me first explain what is nano-bio-polymer. So I have used three terms: nano, biopolymer, and composite. So let us discuss and understand each of the components. Nano. Nano is the abbreviation of nanomaterial. So nanomaterial, are material whose physical dimension is in the range of 1 to 100 nanometer. And we all know 1 nanometer is 10 raised to the minus 9 meters. So let us understand how small is this dimension. So let us take a single strand of human hair. A human hair, the diameter of a human hair is around 100 micrometer, and 1 micrometer is 10 raised to the minus 6 meter. So if I take one human hair and slice it and cut it cross section wise and make 1,000 parts. So, and if I make 1,000 parts and take one part, then that is around 10 nanometer. So you can see that it is very, very small. We can't see these tiny particles using light microscope. We need special advanced microscope like electron microscope to view them and see them. So the next term I used was biopolymer. So let us understand what is a biopolymer. So biopolymer are composed of repeating units, which we call monomers, produced by living organisms. It can be both natural or synthetic. Biopolymers are classified based on the source of origin, like biopolymer that are derived directly from biosources like polysaccharide, that includes cellulose, chitosan, starch, pectin, etc. These are polysaccharide. And of course, the lipids and proteins. So the next classification of biopolymer is that are produced by microbes like xanthans, bacterial cellulose, etc. Another classification of biopolymer is the polylactic acid or PLA. So PLA is derived from polymerization and microbial fermentation. So the nano-bio-polymer composite is the combination of nano and biopolymer, and the third term used is the composite. So what is a composite? A composite is a material made up of 2 or 3 constituent material which improve the physical and chemical properties, right? So the hybrid material nano-bio-polymer composite is basically a nano composite of a biopolymer, which will be biodegradable, less toxic, have superior properties. So in my view, nano-biopolymer composite is a new age material that will extensively used in future. So I discussed 2 such nano-biocomposite material developed by my laboratory at IASST Guwahati. The first example I want to share with you is that we developed an eco-friendly material with potential to act as a biodegradable and green material for water softening application. So that is to make hard water soft. So let us understand what is meant by hardness of water. We have already learned in school days that hard water is water that has high mineral content. So the hardness of the water is due to the presence of basically the calcium and the magnesium ion in water. So Perhaps you have on occasion noticed at home that the mineral deposits on your cooking dishes and rings of insoluble soap scum deposition in your bathtub. So these are not that you have not cleaned them. These are signs that the municipality water that is reaching your home is a hard water. So same problem can be faced in factories where large vessels are used, and these vessels there can be deposition of these minerals. So in my laboratory, a biofilm we have developed that can effectively reduce calcium and magnesium ion from water, and thus making the water soft that can be used in our houses and factories. So the material that we developed was also successful in removing calcium and magnesium from water we collected near our institute, and we showed that the biofilm that we have fabricated is able to remove calcium and magnesium. And the material that we have used to remove calcium and magnesium are nothing but carbon particles, carbon nanoparticle immobilized on chitosan. Chitosan, as I have told you, is a polysaccharide and is a biopolymer that is obtained from shells of crabs and shrimps. So this nanostructured nano-bio-polymer composite film can be used in civic water treatment plant, where still in some of the cities old water purification technique is still being used. So the next example I want to share with you is another nano-bio polymer composite developed by our laboratory, is a development of smart bandage patch for faster wound healing. So what we have done to develop a smart bandage material which is cheap, environment friendly. So let us discuss this. So the best bandage material which is cheap is cotton, but cotton has inherent problem, like it sticks to the wound and it is very fragile. When we put this in water, the fibers disintegrate. So to eradicate this disadvantage associated with cotton, we came up with a smart bandage material which can heal wound better and faster, and also has a microbial property. Okay, so in this developed bandage material made of cotton, a nanomaterial, and a biopolymer, you can load any type of drug into it. So in this bandage material, we have used graphene oxide nanomaterial, since graphene oxide is antimicrobial, has antimicrobial property, and is biocompatible, which is well documented. So the nano size graphene oxide allows large amount of drug you can load in this bandage material, which we call cotton patch. Okay, and this graphene oxide also increases the strength even when the bandage material is wet. Okay, so I have given you two examples to show that these type of material can be fabricated and are very useful and can specify a lot of applications. So I feel that more such nano-biopolymer composite hybrid material will be developed in near future and fulfill the material need of mankind. The huge natural resources in Northeast India has great potential to develop such material because the various functional material which is introduced in the biopolymer to alter its properties can be synthesized by natural precursors unique to the region. For example, we have used tea waste and converted into a nanomaterial. Do you know that during the process of producing CTC from tea leaves, around 40% goes as waste. So that means that if you have a tea leaf of weight 1 kg, only 600 gram is converted to CTC tea or processed tea, rest is waste. So we have developed a method to make this nanomaterial from such tea waste. So this is a shining example of converting waste into wealth. Then you can use this nanomaterial to make nano-bio-polymer composites. Another method that comes to my mind is that we have developed a technique to make nanomaterial from water hyacinth, Mateca, which is found in abundance in Assam. Then we have silk like Muga and Eri, which is endemic to Assam and can be used as a potential biopolymer to make this hybrid material for various applications. So in summary, nano-biopolymer composite is the future material of choice because of less toxicity, environment friendly, and I see more such hybrid material being developed with superior property, which I suppose will replace conventional material in future. So thank you very much for your time that you have spared to see this video, and thank you once again. Thanks a lot. Namaste.